All right, Pisces, let's get into a quick message. I'm seeing closure here coming up for you. There's potential for you to get closure from someone. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel like this person's good for you. I feel like this person has questionable morals and motives. I feel like this person lacks integrity. And I feel an energy of take responsibility for your life. Because why do you want closure from someone who you could never understand them? So I'm going to be completely blunt with you guys. I am seeing an opportunity or a moment where either you're going to reach out to someone hoping for a different outcome or wanting closure, or this could be this person trying to weasel their way back into your life. And Spirit is telling you when someone shows you who they are, believe them. There's a better way for you to find happiness, and this person is not a part of your happiness. Sometimes in life, our closure is how they treat us, okay? Sometimes in life, our closure needs to be how they treated us, how they made us feel, how they dismissed us or didn't give a damn. And I know a lot of people don't like black or white thinking, and I completely agree with that. You should give people grace and be compassionate and loving and patient. However, if someone treats you like they don't care about you, it's either because they don't, or it's because they're incapable of caring about anyone other than themselves, okay? There are people who are very broken and very selfish that really have the inability, the emotional intelligence, the maturity to be able to care about anyone or anything other than themselves. Now, how this person treats others around them is going to speak volumes on their character. So if they're quick to dismiss a ton of people, why do you think that you're going to be any different? And I see that this person either might come to you wanting closure, or you might try to get closure from them. And Spirit is telling you that is an unwise choice. Someone cannot give you closure when you would never understand why they did what they did. So you might go to this person and go, well, why did you do this to me? Why did you hurt my feelings? Why did you tell me this but did that? Babe, accept the responsibility that you have here, okay? You can go to someone and ask them why they did it. That doesn't mean that they have to answer to you. That doesn't even mean that you deserve answers. Some people will not give you answers or clarity simply because they know you deserve them and they're hoping that you'll stay stuck. And I'm saying that if you're wanting someone to have your best interest at heart, you're going to get your feelings hurt because you're dealing with someone or something that has questionable integrity, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, and their motives are questionable. They're the kind of person where if they've got something to gain, baby, they come in to take. And Spirit is telling you that you need to accept the responsibility that you have in this dynamic. Okay? What is your responsibility that you have in this dynamic? Because I was going to do a completely different reading. So one of the lessons that you could have needed to learn, or responsibilities that you needed to learn, was, first off, sometimes in life, people are brought into our lives for nothing, okay? This person is not this huge transformational moment. This person isn't the love of your life that you lost. This person isn't the person you gave up on too soon before they turned into the man or woman of your dreams. I feel like Spirit is telling you that they want you to start focusing on where you can put in your hard work so you can be rewarded. And if you're too busy trying to focus on getting closure from someone whose actions is showing you exactly what they feel and what they think, we're wasting our time. We're wasting our energy. We're wasting our hard work, our hard effort. You're trying to get closure from someone who doesn't even operate the same way that you do. So what you need to do is say, okay, let me take my power back and see the truth. Maybe shouldn't have trusted them. Maybe should have got to know them a little bit better. I maybe shouldn't have expected me from them. Okay, some of you have that problem where you're like, well, I deserve closure. I deserve to know what happened. I deserve to know why he or she fell out of love with me. Some people will not give you closure or give you that truth because that's the only power they have over you. And if you're walking around thinking that you deserve something that you can't get yourself because you're giving your power away, you're working against yourself. You are. The closure is the behavior. The closure is how they treated you. The closure is the karma that you're going to hear about them getting because they're a shitty person and shitty people get shitty things. That's the closure. And I'm saying that Spirit is kind of telling you, listen, if you go searching for this person or if you go knocking on a door, don't be surprised when the door opens and you don't like what's behind it. Because if you go trying to find closure with this person and then you get over there and they are able to razzle and dazzle you and next thing you know, you're in too deep. It's like, okay, but accept responsibility. You should have never went and sought answers from someone who, let's be honest, if they wanted to give you answers, they would have given them to you before. So Spirit's asking you to seek more from life than needing answers from this person or needing closure from this person or needing clarity or needing their validation, and accept responsibility for your part. I should have never trusted them. I don't need closure. They treated me like crap. I don't need to know why they treated me like crap. Accept it for what it is and move on. That's literally what Spirit wants you to do. Same if this is like a job. Same if this is a job. Maybe this wasn't a good choice to accept this job. Maybe this wasn't a good job for you. Maybe accepting this job was an unwise choice. Maybe some of you, you've kept yourself stuck. Oh yeah, I'll get the promotion. I should just stay here. It would be dumb for me to leave. Okay, well that's been an unwise choice and it's time for you to accept responsibility. Because this job doesn't owe you anything. They don't. I do think you need to reevaluate your priorities. I see here coming up, you could get some sort of recognition that you've been wanting. Very interesting. Okay, so be careful of searching for closure. Why would this person, I know why this person wouldn't give you closure. Again, it's like I said earlier, sometimes in life people don't give you closure because that's the only power that they have over you. Yeah, 7 of Wands. Because this person knows that if they really told you the truth, you would probably fight back. So this is the kind of person where, let's say this is a lover and they go, well, I'm just not interested in you. And it's like, yeah, but you couldn't have told me that 7 dates ago. You couldn't have told me that before we spent the weekend together. You couldn't have told me that. It's like you're going to then stand up for yourself in a way that it's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what he or she has to say. This person doesn't like fighting. This person doesn't like differences of opinions or different views. This person also knows that you will challenge them. So again, it's an energy of no matter what they say, it's not going to be, because again, you guys do not operate the same. So in their mind, they might say, okay, well, I did this because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. And then you might say, well, it hurt my feelings anyways. That was dumb. Yeah, you guys don't operate the same. So no matter what they say, no matter what they do, the closure is not going to be enough for you because you're never going to be able to wrap your brain around it. So why are we here? Why are we wasting our time? Why are we wasting our energy? Why are we doing this? And that's literally what Spirit is saying. It's like, yeah, that's what we've been saying all along. Is you're trying to prove your point to this person. You're trying to get this person to understand. Some of you, you're wanting this person back. And Spirit is like, no. This person is not a wise choice. This person is not the kind of person you need to be picking, my baby. And they're showing you this. They're showing you this. They could not bob, weave, or dodge accountability any more than they already are. Honestly, this is the kind of person where their integrity is questionable. You might think they're a good son, a good daughter, a good mother, a good father, and then the next day you're like, wait, are you though? I don't know. Damn, who are you? That's this person's energy. And some of you, you're going to get caught up in the fantasy of who this person is and not who they truly are. And then you might want to go in fighting for something or trying to gain closure when you don't need it. They might even try to invite you to something here coming up. So again, be careful of going for a closure conversation and then it turning into a little bit of a get together. Because that's not what we're trying to achieve. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Very interesting. So I feel like Spirit is warning you about a closure conversation. I don't know if you're going to try to start this conversation or if they're going to try to start it. Be careful of a closure conversation because some of you, what it's going to do is put you into another cycle or another season of this pattern. If you're able to cut this off and be done, it's actually going to end your challenging times. All right, I'm going to leave it here. Bye, guys.